This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Yeah, Shawn Constipated Porter had no choice but to marvel at Errol the Truth Spence performance against Mikey Garcia. He said he white gloved him. Y'all don't know what white glove means. That's Ohio hood term for basically he washed his ass, right? Single, double, or triple wash, however you want to say it. You been at the laundromat, you know it. They got the single wash machine, they got the double wash machine, and they got the triple wash machine. When he said he white gloved them, basically he single, double, and triple washed his ass, folks. That's what happened. Mikey Garcia got beat up. But this is the guy that's going to advise you. Don't make me laugh. On beating Errol the Truth Spence? Okay. Both of y'all idiots done messed up. Both of y'all done got delirious. And both of y'all need to get y'all head on the swivel. Because if that's who you're going to use for the game plan, because I heard Shawn Constipated Porter, when Mikey Garcia was talking, I was like, oh, okay. I hear him. I got you. If you using him, dude, you're already doomed for failure, man. That's the thing that's funny to me. We got to look at the facts here, man. You have to look at everything that Errol Spence does in the boxing ring. You have to look at everything that Shawn Porter does in the boxing ring, folks. Shawn Porter is falsely, basically willing himself to think that he's going to win this fight. He has a misguided sense of confidence. Let me say that again. A misguided sense of confidence. It's so funny, man. Now, I give him credit because at least he got some kind of confidence. There's people out here that have no confidence, right? But don't act like you wanted this fight, dude. Really, dude? Really? You really wanted this fight? Because if you wanted that free smoke, right? Then you would have asked for the fight after the Danny Garcia fight when the man hopped into the ring and dapped you. Didn't he dap you? So if he dapped you, that means you was ready for the work. So come on, man. See, this is the thing. Don't let people bamboozle you. Don't let people beguile you. Don't let people betwixt you, man. Because that's the thing with ultra fanboys and their ultra fanboy rhetorics. We got plenty of super ultra fanboys, man, on YouTube. Because that's what they do. They pump this narrative. And the ultra fanboys just go like this. Like Pac-Man and eat that shit. But us, you know what we do? We spit that nonsense out. Because guess what? Deep thinkers, folks. We can think for ourselves. We're not made and built in a chemical lab. We're actual DNA. That means we can think and reason independently with our own minds and our own souls. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. Plenty of people on YouTube that's running the narrative. Oh, Spence is a weight bully. Oh, Spence needs to be audited. Let's see. Isn't he on VADA for this fight for Shawn Constipated Porter? Oh, Spence is ducking butt. But he's fighting Porter now, you idiots. So you mean to tell me you need him to fast forward his fight so that he can go fight Terrence Bud Crawford when he already told you in that press conference once again he's not moving up to 154 until he unifies at 147 and he becomes undisputed. How many times does this motherfucker have to tell you that shit for y'all to believe it? He just told you in the press conference that he wants to reign supreme over the 147-pound division. That includes Terrence Bud Crawford. But he got to clean this side of the street up. See, this is what Bud didn't understand. That's why I said this shit went over Bud's head. Bud is a dodo head. Remember him and Bomac, them Negroes don't know how to count their money. Let me say that again. Them Negroes don't know how to count their money because if they did, they wouldn't have re-signed with Top Rank. That's why you on the other side of the street. That's what he means by that. Not that he's avoiding you or supposedly ducking you like ultra fanboys with their ultra fanboy rhetoric tell you. These look and feel like shit type of motherfuckers. Them the ones you need to pay attention to. But anyways, Errol the Truth Spence is leagues and shoulders above Shawn Constipated Porter. There's nothing this dude can do in the boxing ring that's going to be able to handle the onslaught of the tactical aggression, the technical punching placement, and the body snatching work, the levying onslaught of the punishment style, folks. It's a punishing style. It's levying onslaught. You know what that means? That means it's going to keep coming over and over and over again like an Energizer Bunny. That's what Errol the Truth Spence does. He runs the same shit on you. Here's the thing about Errol the Truth Spence. Let me break this down. This is why Shawn Constipated Porter is out of his leagues and his shoulders, right? That's the title of this video. Errol the Truth Spence is leagues and shoulders above Shawn Constipated Porter. Here's the thing. When Shawn Constipated Porter throws a right hook, Errol the Truth Spence gonna throw the right hook with him. When he throws the jab, Errol the Truth Spence gonna throw the jab with him. When he throws the uppercut, Errol the Truth Spence gonna throw the uppercut with you. This is what makes Errol the Truth Spence lethal. I don't think y'all been doing enough film study. Earl the Truth Spence will punch with you, and then he will out punch you. Woo. I just had a poetry moment. What I say was so deep and profound. The real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, the ones that really get it, will understand the magnitude and the full weight of what I just said. But let me rewind it, because this one needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Earl the Truth Spence punches with you, and then he out punches you. So if y'all don't understand that, let me break that down. Earl the Truth Spence throws the same punches that you try to throw at him. He throws it back at you. So it's a way to confuse you. Now the light bulb done on your brain. So now once he confuses you, then he out punches you with his output. You see what I'm saying? This is how he beats you up. So he throws the same level of punches that you're throwing, and he throws it at the same time. You got to understand. First of all, you're supposed to be in a defensive position when somebody's in an offensive position in boxing, right? That's not Spence for you. Spence is running his offense with your offense, and then his defense is his extra offense to come behind that offense, and then he got his defense to parry the punches with it. So basically, you're getting a trifecta. The same punching activity that you're throwing, he's throwing it at you. Then he's going past your punching output by throwing extra punches that you can't see because he's putting a fucking blinding jab in your face. And then he's parrying your punches at the same time. This is how he doesn't take damage. Whew. See how every time I'm always breaking some shit down. That's why I say take the notepads out and get to the damn scribbling, dog. Because when I get to the damn talking, I'm preaching and teaching. Y'all gotta understand what I'm saying here. This is what makes Errol Spence special, right? Bud's special ability is his accumulation of punches, his acceleration speed. He throws his punches in different speed variations, right? And he also throws punches in between punches. That's what makes Bud special, right? If you do film study, you know that. This is what makes Errol the Truth Spence special, because it's very similar to Bud, but it's in a bulldozing style. And it's actually more effective because it hurts you, it cripples you. It's not back foot, it's more of a front foot style of a technique of strategy and basically tactician ability. Errol the Truth Spence is punching with you, then he out punches you, and then he parries you. That's how he beats you up. And he could beat any fighter up with that style, including Bud. Because what Bud is going to realize is when Bud is punching in between punches, Errol the Truth Spence is going to be punching in between punches with him. When Bud tries to change up the acceleration, Errol the Truth Spence is going to do that. Because remember, he punches with you. Then Errol the Truth Spence is going to out punch him because then he's going to blind him with the jab. And then once he blinds him with the jab, Bud ain't going to see what's coming next. And then that's when bulldozing is going to happen. See, this is how Spence demolishes and demoralizes his opponent, and that's what's going to happen to Shawn Constipated Porter. He's already at a disadvantage because of his height. He's a midget, so he won't be able to see any of the punches coming. They're gonna be coming over his head. There's gonna be punches while he's throwing the headbutt that's gonna be hitting him. He's not even gonna know where it came from because of the reach advantage, the height advantage, and the differential advantage. This midget is going to fall, folks. He's going to get beat down in a way that y'all ain't never seen a midget get beat down. I'm sorry to say this, but don't be surprised if they have the popo waiting for Errol the Truth Spence at the end of that fight. That's how I said it. Don't be surprised if they have Errol the Truth Spence. They have the popos waiting at the end of that fight for Errol the Truth Spence. Because you know what they're going to say? Punishment, mauled, and beat down by midget. That's going to be the title. Because he's going to beat that midget up. There's nothing that Shawn Constipated Porter can do in this fight. Basically, he's going to have to basically tell himself. He's going to have to come to that conclusion right before the fight. That, you know what? All I can do is give my best and fight my hardest. If he comes to that conclusion, then he'll actually have a fight against Spence. But if he keeps falsely telling himself that he's going to win and he's going to outwork him and he's going to do all of these things, you're just setting yourself up for the biggest knockout of your career, dude. That's the facts. And if folks can't see that, then I don't know what y'all watching, man. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.